Hello, my name is Lucia, and for as long as I can remember, I've had a difficult time at night falling asleep and staying asleep throughout the night. I'm also an extremely light sleeper. Any little thing will wake me up at night. And I finally feel like I found some good techniques and tips that have worked well for me. So I wanted to share those with you. I hope that you can take away some of these tips and tricks, and let's jump in. Simply move your body in some way during the day. Getting your heart rate up, running, jogging around your neighborhood, walking, or going for a hike are all great options. This doesn't have to be an intense exercise by any means. If you have access to trails or open spaces, go jogging at your local park, or take a friend and loved one and go on a hike. Moving your body in any way or form that works for you. There are many different options that are easy to do and may only take 20 to 30 minutes of your day. Doing this consistently over time will help get your body tired out during the day so that at night you have a little bit less energy, you're a little bit tired out. My experience is this has helped me fall asleep and stay asleep better. And I've definitely found myself staying up till midnight or even 1 or 2 a.m. binge watching some shows that I love. But I notice that every time I do this and stay up, it throws my sleep schedule completely off. I have to reset it all over again. For example, I'll stay up late that day, and the following day I'll try to go to bed at 10 p.m. I'll just end up laying there really restless, tossing and turning because my body's internal schedule has shifted. So for me, consistency has been key, and especially trying to avoid some of those late nights where I stay up late on my phone or computer, browsing and scrolling until the early AM. I personally love lavender and chamomile. I try to make myself a cup in the early evening. And paired along with this, if you don't already have one, start creating an evening or nighttime routine for yourself. Personally, I love to read at night and wind down with a cup of tea, as well as jot down all my thoughts or to-do list or otherwise anything I have to do the following day, and allow myself to fully relax and focus on winding down and going to sleep. This can vary depending on how long you feel caffeine for or how your body breaks it down over the day. I used to drink coffee all the time in the afternoon as it picked me up or to raise my energy. However, if I had coffee anytime past 2 or 3 p.m., that would actually keep me up at night. So I started switching my afternoon coffee for a cup of green tea instead. I'll also try to drink it earlier in the day. For me, I noticed that when I stopped drinking caffeine after 1 p.m. that day, that I usually get much better sleep. I would also recommend looking for alternatives to things like espresso and energy drinks, especially if you're having those in the afternoon. Maybe switch those out for a caffeinated tea that has less caffeine or a type of food that sustains your energy. Now, this has made one of the biggest improvements that I've noticed in my quality of sleep, especially when it comes to falling asleep faster at night. This is just what personally works for me, and I will continue to do this every single day for as long as I can because I've noticed that it has made one of the most drastic improvements in my sleep. When I started doing yoga first thing in the morning, I noticed that I was falling asleep much faster and staying asleep better. I personally enjoy just pulling up yoga sessions on YouTube that are 10 to 15 minutes long, doing that first thing in the morning right when I wake up. And maybe it's a combination of the relaxing music and the breathing techniques and stretching. For some reason, doing this over time every single morning has improved my quality of sleep. So I do it first thing in the morning, 10 to 15 minutes. Let me know if you try this and let me know if it works for you. If at night I'm laying there in bed and I'm still feeling restless, I'll put on a meditation for better sleep or the nighttime, and usually it does a trick to help me fall asleep and stay asleep throughout the night. I'll link some of the ones that I like down below in the description as well. Now, a similar tip is to try relaxation or breathing techniques at night. This can look like focusing on and slowing down your breathing, taking deeper breaths. The 4-7-8 method has been known to help with sleep promotion. Simply try to relax my muscles one by one, the muscles in my face, and my shoulders, and my legs. Relaxing each muscle allows me to wind down and relax my body, and in turn, this helps wind down my mind. You can do things like relaxing the muscles in your face and body, and releasing the tension in those areas, imagining yourself somewhere relaxing like on a beach, and allowing yourself to get immersed in what that would feel like. Studies show that this helps to improve and regulate your circadian rhythm, and I recognize that depending on you live, you may have more or less access to direct sunlight. I would highly encourage you, if you do live in a generally sunny area, to take full advantage of that and get your morning sunlight, as well as try to take walks during the day to get your sun in. And in particular, exposing your eyes to sunlight as soon as you get up in the morning, while avoiding light at least 2 hours before you go to bed. And in my experience, the environment that I sleep in always has an impact on how I sleep that night. For example, on a hot day, I'll turn on my little AC fan, or I'll open my bedroom windows. And if you have AC, you can try turning that up at night, seeing if that helps with your quality of sleep. If you have a partner or loved one who snores or maybe makes noises at night, you can try earplugs or even a white noise machine. One of the changes that helped most for me in the past was getting blackout curtains. I would sleep better, especially throughout the very early morning hours. In addition to blackout curtains, you could try an eye mask. And these are just a few ideas that have worked for me in the past, but there are definitely many more changes that you can make to your environment. I would recommend making those small adjustments, maybe doing some experiments or tests to see what helps the best, finding what works for you, and sticking to what you notice improves your sleep. Feel free to tailor or tweak some of these tips to fit your own needs when it comes to sleep. And I hope that you did find them helpful, or that they give you different ideas. So these are just some tips that worked for me when I applied them consistently. I truly believe that sleep can help improve the quality of your life. I've noticed that even if I get just 1 hour less of sleep, I'll feel like I have less energy throughout the day. I have brain fog and I'll feel groggy. And I know that that's connected to how I slept that night. So I know how much sleep can impact the day you'll have. With all that being said, I hope that you're able to get great sleep tonight. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.